Good morning, Singapore. Welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. I was just adjusting myself a little bit because I wasn't, in the center. Anyway, we have Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room with us. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming into the studio.
Nice.
We love
I cannot
having you.
miss today's topic.
Oh, she had to be here. She had
to be here to do
In
this
the
one.
flesh.
Okay. Hot too.
Oh my goodness, she's already flustered.
Yes, yes.
Oh dear.
Jerry came in perspiring.
Yeah, because she ran. You see, she ran.
No, it was
But you
hot
see,
outside.
Jerry put us in this position. I mean, it's you that comes up with the topics every week. So
No.
Actually, this one was Glenn.
Oh, we blame
This one was from Glenn last week.
I didn't think you would follow through with it, but then again, last night I was thinking, I think Jerry might.
Oh,
and
I
then,
wasn't here last week, and that's why I missed.
Yeah.
Oh, you were not
it.
here last
no,
week?
I was
No.
not here last
Yeah, I
week.
told
She
Jerry, I
wasn't
said,
here.
"Hey, Jerry, there were a few articles written. I think there was one by Rice Media as well, about sexless marriages and all that. So I think, we should talk about it because
Yeah.
I personally believe there are many, many couples who are going through this. So I thought, okay, maybe we should talk about it. Is it acceptable? Is it unacceptable? So
What causes it?
let's go straight into it. So
Yo.
marriage.
Yeah,
we're talking
so
about
I was,
marriage.
so last week when he came up with the topic and
Okay.
he was so excited, everyone was like, Jerry, you must do it, you must do it. I was like, but I don't want to do it.
But clearly, we're doing it.
We're going to do some parts of it. We're going to do a little modification. So commitment or imprisonment.
Okay.
Because a
Okay.
lot of people feel like they're imprisoned. So it's sexless marriage and imprisonment also. So that comes under that whole umbrella.
Men will implode, no?
I thought you said
I thought
explode.
you
said
Yeah, women will implode, men explode.
I think men will implode as well.
Okay.
I think men
The
explode.
implosion is for both.
Okay. Thank you for
No,
giving
but
us.
what do
some
you mean?
credit
What do you
as well.
mean women will implode?
No, because earlier
You guys don't need it, what?
Oh, no, don't walk down that road. I have learned the hard.
That's not.
Okay.
No,
He
yeah.
lives in a household of women.
No,
so.
this is one fallacy men live with. I'm sorry.
Correct. Women
they
need it just
as much as men
correct.
do.
No, okay, let's not talk about needing one.
No,
okay, we're
bro,
talking about
we need it more.
no.
10
no,
times more, bro.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, I
So,
disagree
Dr.
with that
Jerry,
one.
Well,
from
okay.
an expert perspective,
I'm not going to go with the male and female. There's no gender divide here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I'm going to look at what is commitment and what is imprisonment.
Okay.
So, do you remember your vows?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I mean, it's just a vow to.
I mean, I went back on my vows twice. But, yes, I remember the vows.
remembering is key. Whether you
Yeah.
keep them or not is
But the vows are easy, As of this moment in time, everything is yours. I just follow. Finish.
what's yours is mine. What's mine is mine.
Yeah, exactly.
But we all have certain standards there. I mean, vows are vows, but,
Yeah.
it's like, what?
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 I mean,
Hey, vows are serious, dude.
yeah,
I mean,
but people
look-
change, right?
No, but look, a promise is a promise. Whether
Yeah,
you make
whether
it to
you
your
choose-
partner
I'm
or
not that
to
kind
a
of person.
friend.
After a while, I'm like, okay, look, if it's not working out, bye-bye.
I don't know what vows you have.
But I think the vows are quite arbitrary because I agree with Glenn that
Yeah.
things evolve. You know what I mean? Not everything can stay set in stone in that aspect. Because even
Okay,
when you have friends as well,
Yes.
you say, I promise to love you forever, but if your
Yeah.
friend screws you
Yeah.
over, then,
Yeah.
I cannot love you forever because
Okay.
that trust is broken, right?
I got that. But if we talk about commitment and we look at the vows, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. So the for better or worse, for richer or poorer, you're looking at a future.
Yeah.
And building that future together. So that's the
Yeah.
whole idea, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if we look at imprisonment, so what is imprisonment? You see the person saying they've got no future. I don't want to continue with this person anymore. I feel stuck. I cannot foresee anything else with this person.
Okay.
Right? And then if we are looking at, for sickness and in health, for better or worse, through all that you need effort. So whether to make it work or not, you need effort.
Right.
But we're looking at a balance of effort.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
But when people feel imprisoned in a relationship, any relationship, the balance is tipped over. They feel that one party is contributing more, the other party is not contributing.
Yes.
So that's why, they feel stuck in the relationship. So if we just look at, the concept of commitment and imprisonment, you can use it with many, many different relationships.
What would you say if I say sex is always the factor, right? I mean, if that is going well, usually the relationship is okay. But if that is not going well, then everything goes downhill. What do you say to that?
Then we won't need the 5 languages of love, right?
Exactly.
Which we're going to go into?
We can.
Okay. On the Big Show TV, here's Jimin, Closer Than This on Kiss 92.
I know you've already done the 5 languages of love, but if we can just give us that list.
We can. So it's very simple. The gifts, you give gifts, touch, physical touch, giving time.
Yeah, I see physical touches will
Yes,
lead
it's
to
one of the 5.
Right.
Yeah. Time, and then, acts of service and words of affirmation.
Yeah.
So there are 5 different
So if there's
types.
if that physical touch is working right, everything,
No,
all the 5 will be working.
So
I disagree.
we usually have one language of love.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I waited
I think
to-
your language of love also is gifts. You like giving gifts.
Yeah, but
That's
I'll
the
give
way you
if I'm
communicate.
getting my physical touch. If I'm not getting my physical
But-
touch, then I don't feel like
but
gifting
your partner,
anything.
your partner
Gifts,
needs
gifts,
to be,
gifts. They have little bags.
Dr. Jerry, when you
Thank you,
say
sir.
Chocolate.
language of love, is it my language of love to give or to receive, or is it both?
So it's my to receive.
I love it.
Is it a condom?
I absolutely love it.
I was gonna say, is it?
Best
That you cannot say.
I
it's
made
on
sure
the
that it's on
Big Show
TV.
What? Does this look like, okay, if you didn't say it out loud, will people know?
Well, if you're laughing all giggle, and then it's like this side, what else will
Okay,
it be?
just put it down. Thank you very much.
The girls will get it later.
Okay.
Shalini is like, I'm hiding my face.
But I mean, but okay, no, okay. I get why we shouldn't say what's inside and all that. But this is all part of also being safe, right? I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't.
So
talk
I don't
about it.
think I don't see the reason why we cannot talk about it. And a little shout out to Project X.
Yeah.
They are frontline workers who go out and look after the those that are in the sex industry.
Yeah,
So
I've
they
read
do
about them. Yeah.
give out
I know about them.
condoms.
Yeah.
And I said it's
Yeah,
not
no.
on
Protection.
the air.
It's okay,
Protection.
protection.
To advocate for safe sex.
Which is
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yes,
It's always a good
yes,
thing.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it was a little prank on all of you, but I know 1st of April is,
It's
yesterday.
all right.
Okay,
It's
okay,
okay.
it's good.
But
Let's go.
Fine.
in line with today's
Y'all don't
topic,
pass me.
Okay.
but that was So I thought that was
Thank you.
something to
Thank you. Very
share,
appreciated.
and also to remind the young ones who are listening in safe sex.
Okay.
I'll hang it in the bathroom, in a public
I-
bathroom, and go in case of emergency.
I'm sorry. I want to get
Blow
back.
it up,
I want to
Yes,
get back
yes,
to
yes.
where
That's
Glenn
also clear.
was. No sex, all the rest falls apart.
Yes.
That is Glenn's belief. It is not mine.
Okay.
It is not mine.
And
least
it's
not
not
at this
many
stage.
people.
Not
It's
at-
many
It's
people.
not many people's.
No. So there are some people that say, "Oh, sex is important," but
Yeah.
not everybody says that.
Not everybody thinks
Why
so.
though? Is it an Asian thing or what?
No, because there's more to sex
More
than
to a relationship
more
than
to
sex.
intimacy than
Than sex.
sex.
So then you're just housemates, what, if that's the case.
No, we're talking intimacy here.
Intimacy.
You're not necessarily intimate with all your housemates.
Don't be an idiot. What I'm saying here is that if a couple is at home and they're not having sex,
Yes.
then they're like housemates. I'm not saying housemates. You know, it's like if my wife is not having
Sex with
if
you.
we are not having sex, okay, then it's like we're a couple of
But
housemates.
there are other ways that you guys show love and intimacy with each other.
like
You guys sit together and hold each other when you're watching TV,
That's not
for
enough.
example. For example,
Okay.
you guys are concerned what the other person eats, whether the person has had dinner or whatever it
you
is.
see, if I'm
you've worked
70
late.
years old,
Uh-huh.
yeah, maybe. I'm not 70.
Okay, fair enough.
There are many
not
people out there who are
right.
like in
There-
their 30s, for example, and who are in sexless marriages. How do you justify that? I mean, I'm not saying that it's always the lady who's saying no. No, sometimes the guys
Of
do it as
course,
well.
yeah.
You know, so this is what I don't understand, you see. You know what I mean? It's a very important thing in a marriage.
So
I
obviously,
feel.
touch and affirmation is probably his language of love. You know what I mean?
Sounds
He
like it.
needs that.
He needs
so does
that.
that mean he needs someone who believes that? Because when you say language of love, you say it's a receiving, right?
Receiving,
What
but
about the
knowing
giving? What
that-
about the giving?
So knowing what the other person needs, you ask yourself if you can give that person that.
Before you commit,
Well, it should be
Yeah,
before
it should be before you commit.
before you sign on the dotted
Absolutely.
line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but it's
Yeah.
all part and parcel of the vows, what? Right? I mean, it is actually, if you think about it, right?
Is it?
I mean, it's for better or for
I
worse.
thought
and
having
for.
sex is
Yeah, I think it
vows.
is. It's just not written, but it is
No. How-
unspoken.
Is
So, for example, if I go up to my wife and and we're I say, you know what, baby, I really need it, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
or whatever.
okay.
And if she says no
Okay.
that's breaking a vow?
and no, then what do I do? It's part and parcel.
Dr. Jerry?
Isn't
If
it?
it is important for you, because now we are equating no sex means
No love.
unhappy,
Unhappiness.
unhappy. It's
I'll be
not no
unhappy.
love.
Not no love. Not
Yeah,
no
not no
it's
love.
equating it to unhappiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying
You're
that no.
dissatisfied.
If it's
Yeah.
over and over again, which leads to a sexless marriage.
Yes.
If it's
Yeah.
like once in a while you're still having sex, then you're not a stat. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah, I
this
get what you're
stat.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
You
get
know what I
what
mean?
you're
But
saying.
there are many, right, who no. No means no. I don't
So
want to
if
do
there
it
is
because
an imbalance, right? If there is an
Of the
imbalance
needs.
of the needs, exactly. So you do hear people say, "Oh, if my spouse wants it, I'll just give it."
yeah.
Right? So it's the effort that is given.
But how is that?
How is that
good
even
for
love?
the other person, though?
I
I just
but-
give it because the
wait,
person asked. They may
yeah.
not
So
be
it's-
enjoying it.
But if you
It's
love a
part of
person,
You will give them what they want.
You should be attracted to each other. You should
Of
be able
course.
to give each other that, right? It's the
Yeah, no,
simplest.
that
so
is true.
it comes under the 5 languages of
Yeah.
love, right? So let's say, I don't have time, but I make time for you. That's effort also.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
So we cannot say that if somebody asks for, sex and I don't feel quite like it, but I give, it's wrong because I give time also, or I give gifts, or I'm not really a words of affirmation person, but I know you need it, so I'll put in the effort and be mindful to share it.
But what if you don't want to? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Of
that's
course.
the thing.
If let's say one person is demanding it and the other one doesn't want, now that is a different dynamics.
Imbalance.
Altogether.
Traffic.
Okay. Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room. And I just want to ask everyone to send in their questions. I
Yeah.
mean, if they do have questions via Facebook or YouTube, okay? We're talking about marriage today.
Yes.
Marriage, okay. Versus imprisonment, right? A commitment
Yes.
versus imprisonment.
Yes.
Imprisonment because...
It depends on a few things, right? So imprisonment because you feel stuck, you feel stifled, you feel like you're giving a lot, and you nothing is being reciprocated.
So we were talking earlier about vows.
Yes.
And we were saying everyone makes these vows at the beginning of the marriage. It doesn't matter whether religion doesn't matter. They're all still somewhat similar
Yeah.
vows, right?
Yeah.
And all marriages go through a honeymoon period, right? As do all relationships.
Yep.
So you get married thinking it's going to be like that the whole time, right? Like, and then down the years, it all starts to fade. It all starts to be, do you want to be intimate? No, I don't. And then it continues and then it becomes a sexless marriage. So how do you either A, rekindle what you had during the honeymoon period, or B, know that this is the end of the road. There's no turning back. It's not going to be like what it was before.
Okay.
You know?
So we're looking at intimacy as intimacy and not intimacy as a physical thing.
Okay.
So intimacy, we are looking at emotional intimacy. So emotional intimacy, two people expressing themselves, thoughts and feelings, being vulnerable to each other. It's not just trust, but being vulnerable. That means all the your mistakes, all your difficulty, all your slip-ups, you are able to be open and honest.
Completely naked
Yes.
in terms of
Right. Yes.
what you open up with. Yeah.
Yes, emotionally naked. not physically naked.
For sure.
Looking this
That's also
direction.
okay, what?
We're not talking about that.
Can be emotionally and physically naked. Nothing wrong with that.
There's a lot of naked
when you're
right
married.
there.
Yeah.
This is
And
true.
That's true.
Yep.
And sharing their, insecurities, their dreams, their visions,
Their
their
fears.
future. Yeah.
What if
together.
that no insecurities? I mean,
No, there are insecurities.
There are always
Everyone has
insecurities.
insecurities.
Everybody has insecurities.
Everyone. Including you, Glenn.
It's just that
Everyone.
the lack of sex, that's my insecurity.
I worry about the language. We go into a marriage thinking, oh, it's going to be like this forever.
No.
First set of first language. Then it fades. Then I have to rekindle. Which means you were not working at this marriage from the beginning.
Wow,
not
big
necessarily.
judgmental you are.
Yeah.
If it's faded,
Not necessarily.
if it is faded, then where was all the work that you know?
No,
And
but
that's the
go
thing.
into it,
Sometimes
you
things
go-
change, right?
Yes, but you go into it understanding that nothing is going to remain the same.
No, that's not true. When I went into my being open my second marriage, nothing changed after that, which is what I feel it should exactly be. It shouldn't be go from boyfriend, girlfriend to husband, wife, because a lot of people change after signing that paper. They're all like, oh, now I can relax. Now I can actually be myself.
Yeah, which
and,
is,
a lot of people
which to
do.
me- I'll say it out here. That's stupid.
But like for me, it never changed. Things remain the same,
And
which
that's
is
the
great.
way it should be.
Yes.
And you guys work at it.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
you worked at it from day one. That's what I'm saying. The language changed.
But there are still bits that require rekindling. Nothing's like hot and heavy every night and like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I wouldn't be waking up at 4 o'clock if it were. You know what I mean? But it still needs a lot of work.
it's work.
It's constant
It's a
work.
lot
People
of
don't
work.
put
But
in that
it's not.
work when it comes to the sex part, and that's why after a while it kind of fizzles out. So so I'm someone who likes to work in that area, but if one side is like fizzling out, so to speak,
Yeah.
then it's not interesting for me anymore.
You need to light the fire.
I have to.
Like the fire, I think they're on fire now.
They're a bit shy. That's why it's like red card. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're speaking to Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. It's 8:17.
But rekindling is required every now and then, right? There is no perfect relationship.
Okay, I think if we're playing with words, I would look at it as relearning each other, because different time, developmental stages, you relearn. So it's like you have a kid. The kid is born. The child is an infant. We learn about the child's infanthood. Then we learn about toddlerhood. Then they go to primary school. We relearn about their needs again. But we forget to relearn our needs. We forget to relearn the other person's needs. So rather than rekindling, it's more relearning.
I like that.
Because,
Yeah.
when you're 20 years old versus you're 60 years old, even your taste buds will change.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay the same anymore.
And that's why I think someone like me, I'm so afraid, right? Because look, I'm at this age right now where I can enjoy this area that I enjoy. But when I hit like 70, I don't even know whether it can work anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, you gotta think of these things.
No,
course,
as a
I get
man,
what
you
you mean.
think about this kind of,
Of course,
stuff.
no,
You
I-
do.
Absolutely.
understand.
I'm just being honest here.
Yeah, no.
So it's like, time flies and time goes by so quickly. Hey, there's Madonna saying
Right.
that.
Yeah,
But,
man,
but women
yeah.
have their
Time
own
goes by.
concerns as well as they get older.
Yeah.
You know
Yes,
what I
you
mean?
do.
It's not just a male thing. Women also worry.
Yeah.
Will I still be able to enjoy?
But I
what
also,
used to?
but I also feel like I'm not saying like women are not.
Yeah.
But for guys, right? I feel like there's extra pressure.
There's-
You know what I mean? To perform.
I think we're
It's not easy, no?
I think
overemphasizing the physical aspect of
Oh, I
a
thought we were talking about
relationship.
sex.
But Glenn has brought up a very important point.
You know me. I always bring up important points.
Glenn's brought up a very important point. I think the way society has developed, I'm not saying this is the way
Men are under pressure.
men feel that they're under more
You're
pressure.
giving yourself
Hey,
that pressure.
But I have no
Yeah.
qualms. Like, okay, maybe when I'm 60 and all that, if I still have that drive, I'll take the blue pill.
yeah, no,
Yeah, of
for
course.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
okay.
You know what I mean?
But I want to just
again-
latch on what FD is saying, because it's society that gives the pressure. But the relationship is yours and your partner. So why is society coming and being
Because
the third
society
party?
is saying that
If
me
you
as
can't
a
do it,
man,
you're no longer a man.
I'm sorry, I'm going to use language that I speak in. I, as a man, no matter what, need to be able to service.
Yeah, but if your
society don't want
partner is
No,
does
it's
not
true.
require, then why would you feel pressured?
No, I think men feel under pressure that if they cannot perform, that no longer makes them a man.
Correct.
Yes.
So see,
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
problem.
That's
So
what
for
they
example,
feel.
like okay, if we're with our wives, right? Okay, let's say right now we can do it, right? But let's say our wives don't want to do it. Okay, there's a little bit of a problem. Then in future, when we can't really do it, then they might bring up that, oh yeah, I can't get intimate with you anymore because you can't seem to perform anymore. So
But why
either
are you
way,
worried about things that haven't even happened yet? You said they might bring it
Because
up.
we do.
But you shouldn't,
It's how we're
though.
built.
why? Because exactly.
Because you said by the time you get to the 70, 80, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and you can't anymore, your wife's
Right.
going to turn around and go, see, you can't anymore anyway. So, but you're looking forward to a problem that's not even there yet.
No. So what I am saying here, and because of those articles and all that,
Okay.
is that for us men, right? We want to enjoy these years where
You're still able to
exactly,
enjoy,
and we would love to share that with our other halves, our wives, and all that. But sometimes either the wife or the husband is just not interested anymore, and that's why I think everything kind of like starts to fall apart. Because I believe that is, if you were to put the 5 things like you mentioned earlier on, that should be top of the list actually.
I don't think there's any.
No, there's no order.
There's
It really
no order.
Yeah, but I'm saying
depends on
I'm
the
going to put it in
couple.
order.
There's no order.
And I believe that it has to be on top.
But that's
Okay.
your order.
That's your
You don't
order.
So
agree?
that's his language of
I
love.
think-
Yes.
Obviously,
Yes,
touch
so
is.
I don't think it
physical
is number
touch.
one. I don't think it is
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
I
So
think
yours
it's-
is one.
Yours should probably be time and service or affirmation at the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, different people have different languages of love, and that's
Different
what makes us so interesting, right? We can't all be the
Different
same.
For me, if that area is like fantastic, man, she'll get everything.
Yeah.
But just to be a little bit more graphic, is it all the way that is considered sex, or are there other?
For as long as possible.
What do you mean by all the way?
I mean, is it the full works of it, or it is foreplay? Just
Is
considered.
foreplay enough?
Yes.
Oh, of
yes.
course not lah. Foreplay.
Bonding.
Who would want to go all the way after foreplay?
Yeah.
That's like what
wouldn't
you
want
stop,
to?
No,
It's like
I
half time, game over.
Game over. Yeah.
No, come on.
Okay, honey, I'm done. Bye. Go and
Yeah,
make a
but-
sandwich
yeah.
now.
What is this?
Okay, how graphic can we be?
Not that
How
graphic.
graphic?
We're on the Big Show TV, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Glenn says.
I don't know how graphic you are
Yeah.
going to be.
No. I mean,
I-
so is like hand job, enough?
Oh,
Oh.
right. Okay.
something
okay.
like that.
Does it have to be penetration? She's saying.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Does it
yes.
have to go all the way
Yes.
to that?
This is a doctor here, okay?
Traditional-
Psychologist. So
Traditional-
she can't say this. No, I mean, you can, you can. Because you're
No,
a
we need to
she-
qualify it.
doctor,
We need to
yeah.
qualify it. We
Okay.
need to qualify it. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
she's talking about all the way, meaning go to home base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
So,
can
so,
you do
so to
all the
answer
rest
to
of
answer
it?
your
Yes,
question,
yes,
yes.
yes.
Okay,
Okay,
because for
okay.
some couples, maybe
Okay.
for some reason they can't.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Because
I get
for
it.
some couples, they don't need that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
so
that,
it's
that
different
to me
levels.
is still sex. So just to qualify it, that to
Okay.
me is still sex.
Okay.
What
So
she
not going
mentioned.
all the way, right?
No,
Okay.
it's not going all the way. You do go all the way.
For
She's
one
just talking
person,
about a hand job.
For one person goes all the way. That's what I my.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
confused now. So hand job is all the way.
It's all the way
For the guy.
for the guy.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So for the woman, it would
Okay.
be the big O would be going all the way.
Wait, yeah.
You know what I
would
mean?
go like,
well,
yeah.
we don't know.
I'll go like, woman, what do you want? Just tell me.
Oh,
I mean, it's true. I'm not making this up. I mean, we want to please each
Of
other.
course.
That's
Yes,
the
yes,
that's
yes,
the bottom
yes,
line.
yes.
And
And
every
that's love.
man also wants to please his
The woman.
his wife.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
number one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I believe so. But sometimes it doesn't happen, right?
yeah. But the person giving also has to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
can't just be like, okay, what do you want? And then I'll just do it because you want it. And I'm sitting there like watching TV while this is happening. You know what I
And
mean?
then,
It's just like-
and then claim that, oh, I gave you time.
No, wait. But
Yeah.
having
No.
said all
It
that,
has to be
Yeah,
Terry,
enjoyed.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Usually, as you mentioned, like the honeymoon period
Yeah.
and all that, the problem arises when the bar is set this high at that point, okay? The honeymoon period, or I mean, even after marriage,
Yeah.
right? Before marriage, after marriage, the bar is this high, and all of a sudden it's taken away. That's when problems come
And
about.
it's true. It's very true.
I
Let's
don't
be
think it's taken away. I mean, taking away is like I gave it to you, and then now no, it's mine. I won't share it anymore.
Yeah,
you know, I just think it's like I don't know what is it conveniently.
It's not achievable anymore. You set that bar.
Yeah.
You're married. You go through the honeymoon phase. You set that
And
bar.
then everything kinda
and
goes down.
I'm going to say it right now. Once you have kids, you ain't never going to hit that bar again.
Oh.
9 times out of 10,
really?
you won't hit that bar
Now
again.
no one wants to have children
No,
anymore.
you won't hit that bar again. That doesn't mean you don't find other ways.
Other ways to please each
No,
other.
actually, I really respect
That's true.
families with kids and all that who still, put effort in this area.
Yeah.
Keyword, put effort.
Effort.
Yes, put effort. But
Yes.
I mean, still trying. But there are some couples who don't, right?
Yes.
Who have children, and there's some couples who don't even have children
And don't put
who
in the
have
effort.
a problem in that
Yeah.
area. Then what?
Then you've got a problem.
Oh, see,
Yeah, no,
Then you
yeah,
have a
no,
real
yeah,
problem.
Yeah,
it's coming from like someone who has kids, and okay, so that is the reason.
Because at least with the kids, I mean, I'm not saying it's an excuse, but you have an excuse. I'm tired. The kids need me.
But do
The
we
this,
need
that,
those
you know
excuse-
what I
You don't
mean?
have
No,
an
you
excuse.
don't have
There
to
are
give-
valid reasons.
There you go. The valid reasons to
Mm.
say you're tired, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then if you don't have kids and you're facing that issue of dry season, for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
then what's the
reason?
What's
Do you
the
agree,
reason?
Jerry?
I would
If you
still say
don't
that
have
there
kids.
are other issues
Factors, yeah.
that are coming into play that causes the couple, because sex is not the issue, kids are not the issue. There are other issues at play that causes the rift between the couple.
So don't blame it on all the external factors.
No. So between both the couples. So for couple therapy, the more popular theory we use would be the Gottman method. Gottman.
Gottman.
Yeah, so sometimes you go to your relationship therapist and you ask them what style they use. They say they use the Gottman method
Okay.
or the Gottman style. And trust and commitment are the 2 pillars that holds up. And I think earlier you all were talking about, the honeymoon phase and things. I think Angel said things don't change. Now, why does things don't change? Because you've laid the foundation firmly first. You've been very clear, you've been very vulnerable, you've been very honest, you've been very open, can do, cannot do, want to put in effort, you don't want to put in effort. You lay the cards on the table first. Then you need to look at how we are going to resolve our conflict together. Because there will be conflict. It is not about not having conflict. In fact, there are, some of the cheating couples, they actually have more sex
Yes.
to compensate. So
Right.
if you're saying no sex, then I cannot agree that it is the only issue, because sometimes more sex, an increased amount of sex, can indicate a problem.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But maybe these people are cheating because their other halves are not giving them.
They're having more
what they
sex at
need.
home.
Okay. Traffic. Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room.
Yes.
And on The Big Show TV, we were just talking about cheating couples.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we're talking
so
about-
sometimes, because we were talking about sexless marriages, but the opposite can happen when, suddenly the one of the spouse wants to initiate or have more sex. That can indicate problems, because it could be a defense mechanism to stop the other party
From
getting
suspecting that they're having an affair?
from getting closer to them.
Why?
Oh, why? I don't understand.
I don't understand.
So it's like I'll give it to you and you don't come close to me. So it's a defense
Yeah,
mechanism.
I understand where she's coming from.
Wait.
I'm giving you all this, so yeah, you see, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm a good boy.
So you're taking the attention off yourself, in
Kind
that
of,
sense.
yeah.
Wait. So who's
So they
who's
don't
having...
need to engage. So let's say, he's mentioned, FD has mentioned maybe it's the guy.
Okay.
And so the guy is giving more so that, I've
As
done
in,
everything.
giving more to
Sex
his,
to his wife.
wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
As in
Wife.
to
Yes.
satisfy his
Yeah.
wife.
And now
Yes.
leave me alone, so that he doesn't need to engage in other intimate
emotionally intimate sort of
Moments.
closeness.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be
So he
emotionally
fulfills-
close to his
yes,
wife. Okay.
Yes, so he's giving the physical so
Yeah.
that he don't have to be emotionally intimate, because he's emotionally intimate with someone else.
So he's having an affair.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It could
yes,
be,
yes, yes.
Could
right?
It could be,
Okay,
yeah.
so he's trying to take the attention off it, and because the wife will turn around, he can't be having an affair. We have sex every night.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We're actually intimate. If he's getting it all with me, why should he be out there getting it with someone
Right.
else? That's what she's saying. Yeah.
Okay. But at least he's satisfying his wife.
No, it's not. Doesn't make it right. Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine if he's not satisfying his wife and he's having, someone on the side? Wouldn't that be worse?
Either way, it's bad, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
that's never. A,
I'm not saying it's not bad.
There's
but,
no worse or better.
There's
off.
no worse or better.
There's no worse or better.
There's no worse or better.
They're both bad, equally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would think him satisfying his wife is actually better.
But
him
can you
not
imagine him
satisfying
sleeping
his
with two people at once? Ew, gross.
Let me
That's like
spin
the
this.
health
Let
issues
me
all
spin this
there.
to you the other way.
Okay.
He's giving his wife sex every night.
Yes.
He's having an affair on the outside.
Yeah.
Wife eventually finds out. You were just doing that to keep me quiet.
Yeah.
You destroy her even more.
Yeah.
You destroy her even more.
I don't know.
These days,
I'd be destroyed
this
either
is a
way.
different FD. 20 years ago when we were on air, he wouldn't be sounding like this.
You
No, you really do sound like a grandfather.
You almost
now.
want to cry listening to him, right?
But as we said, people
What happened
change.
to my partner?
People change. You understand
There, you
things
see,
as you grow
people
up.
change.
You evolve.
You evolve
Yeah.
as you grow. You evolve.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
understand things. You begin to take things from other people's perspectives.
Yeah.
FD
But you see,
has finally
I'm not
grown
at this
up.
level yet.
No, you're
and
not,
I don't want
clearly.
to. You know what I mean? It's like I want to go. It's like I want to enjoy myself for as long as I can.
Okay, well, shall we speak more about that after
Yes.
Shakira?
Okay, here's a new one from Shakira featuring Cardi B, Punteria.
So they're just commenting on you, I
I'm
think.
Yeah, they're basically, yeah. I agree with FD, fully agree with Glenn. So there are people who agree with you and people who agree
Obviously,
with me.
people your age will agree with you, and
That's
people
so
my age will agree with
Boring.
me.
Nobody else is saying anything else? Are you skipping comments?
No, it's things like, I think people here are saying, for example, if one of a married couple rejects intimacy and the other ends up seeking it from a third party, is it considered infidelity?
Of course it is. Oh, what kind of question is that?
Yeah, no, it's an honest question for some people. You are refusing to give it to me. So, as a human being, not as your husband or your wife, as a human being, I need my
Nonsense.
my
What
need
nonsense?
met.
No.
It's
My
not
need needs to be
nonsense,
met.
Angel.
No, nonsense being the last question. Is there infidelity? Of course it is.
Look, it's part, as far as I'm concerned, it's part of the marriage vows. If you guys are married and you respectfully ask each other, right, when you need to have some whoopee, right, I think you should give it.
No, I know. But if you're not getting it and
Yeah.
you get it from outside,
Of course,
that's
I'm not
infidelity.
no,
but that's what
so
this
we're
guy is-
referring
this guy's
to
the
this.
question-
We're
that's the
referring
question
to
he's
this.
I
asking.
believe that sometimes, right, these people go outside and look for it because they are not satisfied within their relationship.
Then they gotta
you
fix
see.
their relationship
Somebody
before
is
they
saying
go
no.
searching.
Either the wife is saying no all the time, and most of the time it's the wife who says no.
Wow.
I tend to think that
Don't wow me, it's
Wow.
true.
I think a lot of these questions, a lot of what Glenn is bringing up and how Glenn deals with this, these are things that you should all talk about before you even get married.
Exactly.
No, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm saying before marriage, there's that bar, you see, and everything
always
is
set high.
fantastic.
It's always
set
set
very
high.
high. Why do you think the man wanted to get married to the woman in the first place?
'Cause he was getting it every night.
Yeah. You go abroad traveling, you're like, wow. You come home, wow. And then after everything is done,
Yeah. Where's all the wow?
there's no wow anymore. This is the problem. I can't believe it. You should know what
No,
I'm talking
I know
about.
exactly what you're talking
and,
about.
I mean, we have friends who go through that, as well, and it's more common than we think.
It's more common than people want to
Okay,
admit.
and
if
sometimes-
your relationship only hinges on sex,
Then don't get married.
Then don't get
Right?
married.
yeah,
Don't get
yeah.
married. It's true.
So,
it's true.
so,
I
so
agree.
some of the women that I see in session, they say, then I'm just a sex object.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's
You
true.
know,
If that's
so-
all
And-
you guys have going for you,
and that's
don't
when
need-
the guys the husbands will all just back off
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
once the wife says something like that, boom,
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
You just
You're
back
done.
off,
If you're
and
celebrating a
that's
birthday
it.
Today, you share
You're pretty much
Pedro
done.
Pascal.
Well, let me
Sex.
just change a little bit.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
since we keep talking about sex as physical touch, so I'm going to challenge all of us
Okay.
to use our 5. So remember, FD, the last time we did a little exercise where
You and I were staring at each other.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
you remember?
You
So
know,
staring thing.
one of the most powerful moments I've had since you've been on the show. Yeah.
If I stare at people, I want to fight. No.
Okay, we won't have you stare at anyone.
No,
but
please don't.
using our 5 senses to touch someone. This is
Using our five
senses. So sight was what we demonstrated,
demonstrated.
for one of the sessions.
Okay.
Why do you laugh like that?
Because I'm just thinking about taste.
Because I'm about to put my hands behind my back.
She's thinking about taste and touch and all this kind of thing, and
Smell
Glenn
and
is sitting
everything.
next to her.
Yeah.
This is her problem.
And I'm going to put my hands behind my back. Okay, guess which sense I'm about to use.
This is gonna get sorry, are we on air?
No, thank
No,
God we're not.
no.
Okay, so how do we do this?
So yeah. You want me to pick a sense? Are you sure?
Who's giving me a lap dance now?
Okay. We're
No one
looking at
here.
intimacy between friends.
Okay.
Can we not think so far? So, 5 senses of being intimate. How
Okay.
can you touch someone with your 5 senses? The girls are into.
Oh, the girls are in as well. They're panicking. Okay.
Okay. So,
like
how
that smell.
does intimacy sound like? Do not make weird sounds.
Like a tennis player.
Intimacy sounds like a Intimacy sounds like a compliment that isn't necessary. If you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, that's
What?
nice.
Intimacy
So
sounds
it's
like a what?
words
Compliment
of
that-
affirmation.
Yeah, it's a
When you
compliment
least
that
expect
isn't.
it.
Yeah,
When
it's
you
not
least
necessary. Yeah.
Like meeting someone and say, "Oh, you look great today." That is quite necessary because people always feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's an automatic, like autopilot
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
comment. Yeah.
I don't even get it.
Okay. Good. You see, he's
Oh,
not, he's not
okay.
in touch.
Life is over.
I can.
Oh,
I
she
can.
she just vibrated. No.
What? Angel.
Enough of that.
Now you know why
She
I
would
want to
have to
come
have
in
a
for this.
vibrant touch.
Yeah.
It could be her phone. What are you talking
Of the
about?
small, cute
Oh my
Japanese
God.
ones.
Oh, look, she's got a notepad.
Yeah,
What is that?
yeah. So this is yours.
Okay.
You
Paste
can
it
read
on your forehead.
out.
Reflections in the water.
Oops.
Wow.
So, are we doing the same thing, like intimacy?
Really?
Okay.
This is yours.
Okay.
This is
A warm
Glenn.
fireplace. I like that. I love fireplaces.
Oh.
The girls.
Cheyenne.
Shalini.
Shalini.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
Explain.
gonna
A
give.
friend in need.
It's a
Friends
friend
with benefits.
Everything. Things like
Everything.
He's got one track mind today.
Yes.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. There you go.
So what would you do with
What
this?
do you want from me?
No. What would you do with this?
So all these.
A warm fire. Oh, there you go. There you go. A warm fireplace. A warm fireplace.
With a rug in front.
Yep. 2 naked bodies.
No, I should give
What's
you.
this?
Cold on the outside.
Also.
Nice and
Right.
warm on the inside.
Why are you giving me so
Wait,
many?
what,
Okay,
what are we
wait,
actually
right.
writing?
Okay, so exactly what you mentioned.
Right.
You know, it's just
A compliment that's not
to someone.
needed.
I have.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're writing
Oh,
a
okay.
compliment.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
so I prepared beforehand. Each of you have a little thought that what I think of you. So Angel is a warm fireplace. Whenever I
Aw.
think of her, she's like this warm fireplace.
Thank you.
Right.
And then FD was like, oh, he was so reflective. I'm so grateful
So
every
the
time.
water.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a mistletoe.
No, a reflection in the water. So reflection,
sorry.
very
Did you think she
reflective.
said?
Mistletoe, ayo.
I was about to write a compliment for you. I throw the paper away.
We're supposed to write a compliment for each other.
Yeah, you can. So you
for
can write
one
more.
person or for
You can write more.
Okay.
I've got
Wait,
more
traffic.
paper.
Hold on, traffic.
Okay, traffic, stand by. Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for today is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
And we're doing an exercise on The
Yes.
Big Show TV. I mean, now I think we better talk. And then we'll continue to do the exercise when we go back on The Big Show TV. But what is it you asked us to do by giving out
So I
these post-it
challenged
pads?
everyone to try to use their five senses to touch someone. So FD started with, how does intimate sound like? And he says to give a compliment when it is not needed. So then I gave
And that's
everyone
intimacy?
paper. Yeah.
In a way.
Of course.
How is that
In a
intimacy?
way.
See, he doesn't have
You
that
see,
emotional
yeah,
side of him that's
your
in touch.
I think your emotional intimacy quotient is not as large as your physical intimacy
yes,
quotient.
yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
I didn't know we were talking about emotional intimacy.
Oh my
I thought
God,
we were
we've
talking
been
about
trying to-
physical intimacy. Which is why I'm like, who's giving me a lap dance?
Oh,
So
dear.
that was
No!
why I didn't hear the emotional.
Emotional intimacy. And emotional intimacy, you can have it with a friend, you can have it with a family member. So we're not talking about sex.
Okay. Emotional intimacy. That
Okay,
does not
yeah.
interest me, actually. Emotional
Ayo!
intimacy.
At least he's
What's the
honest.
point?
Can I have one more? Because we have
Of
four people.
course.
So
Of course.
I mean, intimacy is intimacy. It should lead to,
sex.
Who needs
Yes,
more?
exactly.
I just need one more.
Emotional
thank you.
intimacy is like,
What nonsense.
what is that? It's like teasing me, you know?
Oh my God, he's
Emotional
like a
intimacy.
13-year-old boy who's about to hit puberty. Like down boy.
Wait.
He's
so-
like a 13-year-old boy who skipped puberty and went to adulthood.
Right, went straight to 50.
Okay, so we're supposed to like, just write compliments to each other. Okay,
Yeah,
now,
you can.
This one
Yeah.
for you.
Thank
What
you.
does it
Okay,
say?
you can.
What does it say?
You're gonna
Okay, this one's for you, Jerry.
Ayo.
What does it read?
He's like one word wonder.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ayo, same thing.
Say it lah. Okay.
Pretty.
There, Evelyn, this for you now.
Also
Here's a
pretty.
compliment.
Are you pretty
There you
as
go.
What's yours?
Say it lah. Say it.
Wise.
There
Oh
you go.
my gosh.
Done. Hey, what is this you gave me, Jerry?
We
A
haven't
friend in
finished
need
it.
is a friend indeed. Are
Yes.
you talking about a friend with benefits or what?
Again.
Okay, I think we'll go back on the Big Show TV and talk about this a little bit more. Also, we're going to go through some of the questions you've been asking us on Facebook. Maybe one question? Do we have like one question while we're on the radio right now for Jerry?
A couple should still focus on each other after the kids. Do not just revolve around the kid. Don't forget that
Yes.
they will grow up and move on.
Yes.
Your partner will be the one that stays with you throughout. But it only works if you put your heart into it.
Aw.
True or false?
True,
of course.
Yeah.
So a lot of couples tend to put their children as their future, which is not right, because your future eventually will just be the both of you. So a lot of parents, or a lot of couples, what happens is their life revolves around the children, and they forget about each other, and they forget to relearn each other. And then when the children are getting closer to the time that they're going to fly the coop, they start to be afraid. Like, I don't know this man, I don't know this woman. So they start to be quite frightened and
Right.
say, I need to live my life for the next maybe 20, 30 years with this person. They freak out. So that's when many couples at
Yeah.
that time get a divorce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in
How-
America, I mean, we just did a story the other day. Couples who are in their 50s and 60s are getting divorced more than ever before.
Yeah.
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 How important is today's discussion? Edward has come on our Facebook page and said, great talk today. Therapy I didn't know I needed.
The therapy room. Get in touch
Okay.
with them. Okay, let's continue to talk to Jerry on the Big Show TV. Here's One Republic with Run.
I've got one for Shalini.
Okay. Oh,
I got one for Cheyenne.
okay.
Yeah, we need for Charlene.
I got
and
one for
Cheyenne as well.
FG.
Thank you, thank
Well, I
you.
This is
gave you
for
already.
FD.
Thank you.
If I didn't give Cheyenne and Shalini, never mind. I will.
I would like us to think of what does love taste like.
love taste like?
What does
Glenn's not allowed to go.
Okay. I have like, the answer in my head.
Shalini, what does love taste like? She is my library of dedication. So that was the word. And Cheyenne
Library of dedication. Wow, okay.
is sunshine in spring.
Hey, I also put sunshine for Cheyenne. I put a ray of sunshine.
Oh, nice.
I haven't given Glenn his yet. Yours wait till last.
Shalini, taste
I
of
gave you
love.
already.
Yes.
Chocolates?
Ooh,
Sweet.
okay.
I don't know why Glenn just gave me
Whoa, sorry.
What did you say?
He gave me the most judgmental.
Even when he's not trying to be judgmental, he's judgmental. What did you say? What love is?
I said chocolates.
Oh, nice. Okay. What
Taste
does love
of
taste
love.
like?
I'm
It's
thinking
a
the Harry
trick
Styles song.
question. Taste of love.
You know what?
Cheyenne,
When I told my
taste
husband
of
what that
love.
means, you know what he said? You completely ruined it for me. He's like, I actually like that song.
A home cooked meal.
Nice.
lovely. For me, freshly cut grass. I love the smell of freshly
That
cut grass.
smell.
Oh, sorry, taste. Oh, taste. Also freshly cut grass. No, oh, that's a different kind of grass. No. Rain on my tongue. Rain on my rain on my tongue.
nice.
Yeah, fresh rain on my tongue. And smell, you would know. Freshly cut grass. I answer ahead.
Strawberries and cream.
What? The taste of intimacy. Strawberries and cream. You see? So strawberries and cream will lead to...
Watermelon sugar.
You see, you said it. I didn't say. I just said Harry Styles song.
You are funny.
My.
What does
You see? I just...
what does love smell like? Is that what it?
Yes, what does love smell like?
Oh, okay.
Smell, she said taste.
Yes,
Oh, taste that already.
We skipped
Oh,
Glenn.
okay. Smell, freshly cut grass.
Yes.
Salmon.
Bit fishy.
Oh my god.
What?
My mom. Love smells like my mom.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
What was it? Estee
Smell.
Lauder? Was it lavender powder? What was that?
It
I remember
was
my grandmother.
Yardley.
Yardley, correct. I used to
was
buy my
Yardley.
grandmother Yardley
Nah, this
powder.
is yours.
It was love smells like two things to me. My mom because of Yardley, and my grandfather
I
because
was like
of
trying to
the
read your
blue
rating.
cream hair
Then-
cream he used to use.
Oh, wow.
So okay, you see, Angel says, a head and body in the gutter.
That's mine.
But then
too.
over the other side, but filled with love and sunshine. It's true. It's
I
true.
love these.
Yeah,
good.
if I can get physical, I'll have lots of like love and sunshine.
Smell of love. Smell of intimacy. Glenn.
Smell of intimacy. Okay. Okay, so
Dennis.
so I take back the salmon. Okay, let me just think of something else.
Take back the salmon.
Okay,
Salmon is
some of the
taste,
things we've got, right? Umami has come up. Strawberry and cigarettes has come up.
Okay.
Durian ice kacang has come up.
Now people are just talking about foods they love.
right? Yeah, that's right.
Because it could like trigger a memory or like a good dinner
Yes.
that led to, something like maybe at oysters. And
I know
Prosecco.
what smells of love. Okay, what?
Champagne.
That's nice. I would say L'Odyssey by Issey Miyake because it reminds me of my
Ooh.
teenage years.
Oh.
You know,
okay.
that period where I was like, I had a
Interesting.
lot of fun.
Because I've come up with my mom and my grandfather, right? There's one other smell. Because I've got... Somehow when she said smell, right? There's so many smells I put together
That remind you, yeah.
of love, right? The other one is jasmine.
Ooh, like flowers, jasmine
Like
flowers.
jasmine flowers. Because it's what Michelle wears.
Ooh.
And that to me, and
Is love.
Michelle, it epitomizes the commitment of love. As far as I'm
Yeah, maybe the
concerned.
smell of love. But intimacy, I always think of sex only. Like if you say the smell of love and he talks about all
I
that.
hesitate to go to the last one, you know.
Let's go. Come on.
Touch.
Oh, what does touch? What? No. So what's the
Touch.
question? Okay.
Yeah, so how does love feel?
Oh, what does it feel like? Tactically feel like?
tactile.
Silicone.
No one is. Oh dear, even the girls are laughing. Oh no. You have one.
Baby skin.
Yeah.
Baby skin. It feels
Oh,
like baby skin.
yes.
How it's just like soft baby's bottom. What's that?
Oh, you care for others more than you know. Thank you, Jerry.
No, I didn't write
not
that.
I slapped this fella.
It's like, this is like what a girl would write.
After 30 years,
Thank
you don't
you.
even know his handwriting. Oh my
Thank
god.
you.
Coming up,
Thank
coming
you,
up.
wife.
Coming up. Coming up.
Salem, Elise. Can of hurt.
Okay, we were talking about.
Pack of hurt, actually. Because Salem reminds me of cigarettes.
Stop it. We were talking about how love feels. Touch.
Touch.
I tend to agree with Deming Lee, who came onto our
Deming,
Facebook.
I think.
Deming. I can't.
It's not Deming, it's
yeah,
Deming.
Oh yeah, sorry, Deming. Lee. Deming.
Yeah, it's like-
Deming Lee. I anglicized your name, old boy. Anyway, here we go. 90-second hug.
Oh.
How does love feel? It
A
feels like
90-second.
that hug you get that you never want to stop. You know when you're held and you just go, no, let this go on forever.
And then you feel like all of you is going to get squeezed out.
yes,
you know?
yes,
Yeah.
90 seconds is a long time. I feel like doing something. So after 90 seconds.
Oh my
Because
God.
90 seconds is 1.5 minutes of hugging and feeling body to body.
No,
you
by
know.
the time we're finished with this show, people are going to think you need treatment.
Yeah. I think he's already going for treatment. He hasn't reached that lesson yet.
It's true. No? I need to talk to my therapist about this.
You think so?
I think you
So
need.
usually we'll be talking about like other things, but we never talk about this. So maybe I should, Jerry?
Maybe you should.
I don't. He probably needs a different
I'll give the
kind
office
of
a call
therapist.
later. Maybe this afternoon I need to see somebody.
Oh my god.
Curtis, come on and says Jerry needs therapy after
Oh, boy.
today.
No, now you know why I'm in here for this topic.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. Are we on air? or what?
Yeah, I
to
think,
wrap
but it's
up.
time
we
to
are
wrap
on the
up.
radio now.
It's 8:55.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have we
time
read
to
out
go.
all
Thank
our
you.
No, we
compliments and all
don't. You
that?
can read it on your own, or you can put it on.
Cheyenne and Shalini, what did I pass you,
It
girls?
feels like a
What-
bottle that she's just given us.
Yes, I will.
Wait. Listen.
What is this
Listen,
bottle,
we have to-
Jerry?
we have to
Does it
reveal-
go with the first?
Yes, it does. No.
Okay. I'm really I'm really sorry, but here's a
You got
very
this as well,
important.
you guys.
Here's a
Yes,
very
baby
important.
oil for everyone.
Okay, both of you, stop it. There's a very important question.
You're not helping me, Jerry.
Can you all shut up, please? There's a very important question
Yes,
that's
what's the
coming from
question?
Tony.
Okay, what did Tony say?
And this, Tony, I tend to think maybe you're going through this. I don't know.
What does Tony say?
What does he do if his partner hits menopause and then loses interest because they've hit menopause?
There's a reason there. So, I mean, for me, it's like, okay, menopause, that's a reason there. But if there's no reason, and then, the two, they don't
Just
want to
don't
do
wanna
it or
do
whatever,
anything.
then that's a problem. But like I always say, I mean, if there are things that are happening in one's life, if it's a medical condition or,
Yeah.
something like this,
Yeah.
it's fine. But I'm talking about like sexless marriages where there is no excuse whatsoever, then that's a bit of an issue.
problem.
So it's different.
Yeah.
Menopause
Baby
is
oil! Alright, man.
I thought you were joking, and then I turned it around. I'm like, oh, it is baby,
Baby oil.
I haven't used baby
but
oil in a
baby
long
oil
time.
can
Usually
be
it's like
used-
water-based.
I love
it's
the
like,
smell of baby oil.
Yeah, it's
You're
awesome.
supposed to massage your partners tonight.
Ooh.
Hello.
No, I think,
Glenn
this is what I'm going to do with the baby oil. Today I have a session with Aziz, my gym trainer. After I pump it up already,
You
I'm
shine
going to
yourself
just yes, rub it all over my body and then take a photo and then post it on Instagram.
Okay, you can with
can
the
do
baby oil, okay?
Yeah,
Self-love. It's okay.
Bodybuilders use baby oil all the time.
That's
Yes,
true,
they
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Cheyenne needs us to
Okay.
shut
Any
up
last
now.
words before
Yes,
you go?
I'll go with Dr. Seuss today. There was something else, but I'll go with Dr. Seuss. And he says, you know, you are in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams.
Yes.
All
so
right, and now
Yes.
I will blow this balloon up.
Glenn.
No,
Okay,
don't
it's
do it,
time to
don't
go.
do it.
It's time
Yes,
to go.
time to go.
All right. Coming up, headline news and sports. Bye.